Okay, let's not forget that intermix effect of still trying to preserve sort of a upper and lower class structure where there's, your classing society, good patients with the expensive meds, junkies, they're the cheap meds. Owing to his noble birth, Roger Tor was able to impress his lady love with a host of various virtues, fine wine, fresh game, and a house as large as his other fortunes were small. Word on the street is that when besotted with passion, he presents a mere bobbin, and after multifarious foreplay towers a mere 3 inches. So the house is compensation of a kind. This religiosity, in addition to class structure, which because it's an invention. It feels very fake to be with cruising with the high rollers, so to speak. Like they talk about it like it's the best thing in the world. You find there's more sincerity in the minds of those that they're persecuting. So I will absolutely tell you all about how this boom. See, the key for him is to make sure that terms like conspiracy to represent and portray various targeted citizens as mental is in fact stated as rephrased as salutations to Roger Toll for discovering advanced feats of advancement in the outstanding achievements in the field of excellence in mental discoveries. It's the same shit. Everything winds up looking very mechanical. So I want to see him. I don't think ScoMo has the balls to really boot him out of Canberra. ScoMo has his the logistics of his Protestant Christianity is well calculated by Freemasons. Unbelievers, as you've seen, can debunk Freemasons, but Christians can't. So ScoMo will probably end up just inviting him to smoke a Billy House. And while they're having dinner, we need to make a phone call saying, "Oh, there's someone in your yard right now. He's killed his brother and he's trying to bone his mum." Send them off chasing the image of God together, and we do the meth on the front lawn. You bring the meth, you know who you are. Bring the meth to the front lawn. I'll be there at 9 p.m. And we do Crystal for Australia. That is admittedly one thing I will say I really admired about the time in which the Marquis de Sade lived. Because can you imagine just people divided by vocabulary extensiveness? Like, so certain people are only just able to wash sheets and linen Then the printing press is out. And so it's no longer the wealthy that are the only motherfuckers that can have books. Because if you wanted a book before the printing press, you had to pay for the scribe to handwrite it all for you. Once the printing press was out, then books could just be printed en masse. And that's when the good Marquis went like, fuck this class structure bullshit. And he descended into this decadent creativity. Helping people realize the futility of God belief. How disgusting it is. His book, The 120 Days of Sodom, you want to vomit. Like, you can't read it without wanting to vomit. Basically, you look at every quote in Marilyn Manson's biography, and then you study the people that he quoted. Dr. Seuss would be the one I've read the least. But Bertrand Russell, he was called Lord Russell, and was a protester of the use of nuclear technology back in his day. The big concern is, hardcore tech in the hands of religious dongers, resulting in human rights abuse, the likes of which humanity has never known. But that'll just be the weak. It won't be called the technology that's doing any harm. It'll be the people dropping dead because they're genetically weak. It was meant to happen. God willed it to happen. These are the traps that you set for yourselves with this ridiculous religious beliefs. It's like writing a will and just throwing it out on the street for anyone to take. Yeah, okay. Christian family, do this. Da 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 da. Anyway, I want to drink my drink. In all sincerity, I had one single friend who would grab me and say, "Don't you ever stop working on your art." And I honestly still regard her as the coolest person I met in Canberra. When you find a friend who is able to just know what to say to you, so often without the need for words, it's amazing. She told me don't ever give up on working on your art. And there have been tussles since, but I never have. It's time for more. I'll strip the names again of all my tracks because I want to rename the demos.